Hello, I'm Matthew Weiner, and
I'm John Hamm. Welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of Mad Men.
this is called Flight One. And it was interesting coincidence. You know, we follow the calendar of the year from when we decided what we were doing, and we had one of those amazing coincidences we have on the show, which is where I wanted them to have a small airline, and I also wanted to talk about John Glenn, and it turned out that this first jet crash ever happened on the day of his parade.
Sounds like the plan.
Start off in a somewhat bad neighborhood. We find out from Pete and Trudy as they're coming in.
We can still go home. This was your idea.
It's important that we're here. For you. For the people that work for you.
Lovely. Go easy on that. Some of them don't
And
feel
I-
that way.
This is a reference to my wife and I before we go to any party, where I tell her how to behave and she tells me how to behave.
It's another excellent job by the art department in designing this set, which of course takes place on a soundstage in Los Angeles. But the narrow hallway and the cramped quarters, and it very much feels like an actual kind of crappy apartment that you would live in, and not this sort of magical, huge place that people don't have when they live in the city.
Right. And there's also a thing here about, husbands and wives. And they're coming to these parties. It's a work party. And I wanted to make sure that this is Paul's apartment. It's our first taste of black music on the show, really, other than the twist, and which was appropriate for Paul. And that he lives in Montclair. He does not live in the Village, which is a financial concern, but he's still trying to. There's part of this story was about also. This is a big Elizabeth Moss story, big Peggy story, and I really wanted to show that despite everything that had happened the year before, that she was a young girl.
Looking stunning as always.
And there he is.
Too good for him.
Michael Gladys doing Paul drunk, which is even more than Paul sober.
America.
How do you get to the city?
The number 33 bus takes you right to Port Authority. Trust me, Montclair is the...
All of the details in here, the mason jar, the ball jars that they're drinking out of, the whiskey sours, these details about Paul's defensive attitude towards his neighborhood.
Enjoy. Imbibe.
And of course, Pete and Peggy, whenever they see each other, there's always something to it.
You're a button, you know that?
You're drunk.
Can't get Donna here on my desk because she keeps refusing.
And here
You're not allowed to do that.
is Ken
I can't feel my cheeks.
pulling his moves, and
I can.
Kitty and Sal get a chance to get to know Sal's wife a little bit better.
Time to stop.
He had gotten married in between the two seasons.
What do I do with this? There. That works.
Oh my God.
Doesn't Kitty have some...
The beads
The
hanging.
subtle
German-
moves
Yeah.
of Ken Cosgrove.
Yeah. I like the idea too, and here's
In the hospital.
a really we know that Joan and Paul had been lovers, and we're introducing Paul's girlfriend here, who is black, African American or Negro at this point in time,
Because I have the Roman Gallagher.
and
Fine, what is it?
Joan's intolerance for Paul's pretentiousness. The scarf was something that was in the script and something that Janie enjoyed trying various things until we got it right.
And they sold 180 bottles.
She just collects pictures of people at this time, casual pictures, not staged pictures, and all of the clothing is right out of it.
My baby.
Here's Danielle Artest, who just did an amazing job to me, bringing a full person in a very short piece of real estate.
An assistant manager.
At the food fair in South Orange.
She's saving for school.
Kinsey,
What?
man upstairs is here.
God?
And you can see also a moment of integration in the show, which of course is going on in life, and certainly in Paul's life and in everyone's life, but not at the office.
And with varying degrees of comfort.
Yeah.
Get back. I'm serious.
Now, this statement that Joan says to her about when I was with Paul, I never thought of him as open-minded, that was really the key to this whole story, how she could both express her former girlfriendness and her subtle racism at the same time. And when Christina got the script, she was alarmed that Joan was a racist. And I said, this is a very, very complicated thing here. And this reaction, subtle and small and social.
I love your purse.
Oh, thanks. Just got it.
And here are these
What's that?
two hounds from the office.
Marjorie works at the newsstand.
I like. But behind her.
You stole that. That's from the office.
He took an entire typewriter home on the 34 bus.
This thing's weigh like 30 pounds.
I don't know about your office, but... And then here's something that I felt was just a great expression again of Peggy as the young girl and her confidence. She's hanging out with her girlfriends and also, you know, something we try and do on the show all the time that is so amazing about these actors is that you have the situation and the time period completely drops away here. This is just a boy and a girl in a hallway.
Eugene, I'm in the persuasion business, and frankly, I'm disappointed by your presentation.
Especially that tap on the shoulder in there. I've received that.
Come on.
And then, oh, come on, I've done that. This is one of my favorite shots ever in the show. It's just a luscious.
And again, a tiny, tiny room. I mean, this is the kind of a room that this person would have. Packed, overstuffed.
Right, and we went out of our way to say that Peggy's a slob, too, which I believe she is. We get outside for a breath of fresh air.
Fifth Avenue's a parking lot in both directions.
Traffic makes the parade look bigger.
What parade?
Colonel Glenn.
It's incredible what passes.
The two of you guys together, and I love Roger's attitude that he is unimpressed with the fact that this man went into space.
Space. No one was shooting at him.
Square jaw, false modesty. Looks like he just took off his Letterman jacket.
You gonna go down there with your autograph book at lunch?
Love that. And here's the boss walking in, and there's nothing going on. And you guys, this is just such a great sort of moment
Just
of...
fire everyone. Excuse me.
And the tonal shift, too, here. I love the idea, the way people respond to it. I love what Hildy is doing in this scene. I love that shot.
Colonel Glenn will be on Earth for the rest of his life.
Plane went down. American Airlines Flight 1 to Los Angeles.
Crashed in Jamaica Bay.
And John, you do something amazing here to me is the way...
There could be 100 people on there. Just fell out of the sky.
Here's people reacting to a plane crash, and immediately... And this is something hard to explain to people, but it was very important to me that she brought this vacuum in. I remember my first apartment, and I always had to borrow the vacuum from my mother, and everyone's like, why is she bringing the vacuum? And I'm like, because she has to give it back to her mom. But I love this change in tone here.
Pull all Mohawk ROP, and anything in production, stop it.
Don is at work.
It wasn't a Mohawk plane.
We don't want people opening their morning paper and seeing a Mohawk ad next to a picture of a floating engine.
We found out this thing about two things crucial about advertising. One was after plane crash that they pulled all the artwork for the reasons that Don expresses here. And also this idea about a conflict that, you know, which...
Avoid the term hit the ground.
And the other thing about a national disaster and how the jokes start immediately, which I personally had never seen on a TV show before, but is so common in real life.
Some of the passengers were on their way to a golf tournament. Apparently, the minute the plane hit, the bay turned plaid.
Back to work. Jets are made for dropping bombs on Moscow, not French cuisine. Although, I like those little girls they have.
Another in a series of Cooper's curious food choices.
This is ketchup and cottage cheese, which I heard is something Nixon ate.
Send them in.
And here, Duck comes in and tells him about the opportunity.
Everything for Mohawk.
And we had all these arguments, and John and I talked about this too at some point. We had all these arguments in the room about, is Don, like, flawed business-wise for wanting to remain loyal to these people? Why would he not be interested in American Airlines? And there's something here about, this, as disloyal as Don is in many respects, I've always felt that he's like a fairly moral character.
Normal takeoff, perfect weather. The thing just nosedived, exploded.
That's not comforting.
Shell says they're gonna need to make a fresh start.
Did he say fresh start?
A few times.
That is an interesting phone call.
I don't know if the audience knows what that means.
Yes.
Now here's a dramatic puzzle here for me, which was Pete gets this phone call,
Can't talk right now.
and we really milk out the emotional impact of what this is, and there is really no way for the audience to know anything has happened or what it is. We know something's happened. We certainly don't know that his father's died, but I wondered, like, why am I doing this? Why am I dragging this out? I guess part of it's intrigue. Part of it's this amazing combination of things here, and I love the fact, too, that when he's looking around the office, this is the last thing I add to the script, is that he sees Peggy here, and you remember, you know, that they... Oh, it's not at this moment. It's later on, I think.
Mr. Campbell, are you all right? Mr. Campbell?
And you guys are amazing in this scene.
I'm sorry. Am I bothering you?
What's going on?
I just got off the phone with my brother. It's the strangest thing. Apparently, my father was on that plane.
What?
My father, he was on the...
Now, Don and Pete are not best friends. I mean, what were you doing here?
Well, it was an interesting, as you say, dramatic puzzle, because there is a relationship with these two people, but it is not obviously friendly. But what do you do when somebody says that to you? And this is kind of the crux of this. What do I do?
We just saw him. At the barber. Paul Mole on Lex.
I love this, that Don almost has this reflexive behavior.
What does one do? Make arrangements, I guess.
And you know, Lisa
What am I
Albert
supposed to do?
I've been lucky enough. I have not experienced the loss of my parents, but Lisa Albert there was so much information we got about playing Ash, what this really was. I just saw him, what those respects were. What does one do?
I don't know, I suppose.
You know what? I don't think I'm going to tell anyone. Am I going to cry?
Oh, look at you there.
He just had a shock.
You don't want to be his father, but you are not his friend. It's really amazing how human the interaction is, though.
Why?
Because that's what people do.
Is that what you would do?
Yes.
By yes, I mean no.
Really?
Yes.
There is, to me, what this whole people keep saying, like, what does one do in this episode? It's really like, what is the thing to do? How is this supposed to be? What should I do? What is the proper behavior?
It's a part of a much larger theme of the show too, which is like, what is normal behavior? What are people meant to do with their lives, with their relationships, with their families, with their jobs, and you know, what does it mean to be in this situation? And Don, like in many things, has a very practical approach to it.
That there's life and there's work. I mean, that's also a big part of it too. But it's so convincing to me. And that I don't think that's in the script. I think you did that. And of course, this is my chance to. I love this shot. This is Andrew Bernstein. This zip down to. That they're telling jokes and Pete just experienced it.
Mr. Cooper would like to see you.
And there's Lois, the spectacular secretary. She's such a great actress.
I spoke with Hank Lamont over at Mohawk.
How are they doing over there?
He says they can weather it out. I always get the feeling that man opens his front door and money comes in.
Always clean me out. Best poker player in the South Pacific. Doc, tell Don here about your phone call.
Well, I put in a call to check in with Shel Cornelio.
We had a debate about this. I don't know if you remember me talking to you about this, about would Don ever reveal, just to even to win this argument, that people died in this situation, i.e. Pete's father. And feeling was like Don would not play that card. I was debating it, but I mean,
What's it been, 3 hours since the plane went down? The You'll have to forgive me for not looking at a bunch of bodies in Jamaica Bay and seeing the opportunity.
I think that's as close as he gets to revealing anything on that.
Right.
We already have an airline.
We don't have American.
Well, that's right. We have the one whose planes didn't just fall out of the sky.
It's good.
I'm sorry. Is there an issue? $1 million? $7 million?
Am I missing something? Did you sign American during this phone call?
No, but Shell made it very clear that if we could get rid of our conflict,
And there's an amazing thing here is that Duck has, you can't argue with Duck in this thing. And that was what was so frustrating because I wanted, Don has got to be a human being about this. And then he says this shitty thing to him.
the president of American Airlines sees a Mohawk ad, falls in love, and says, "Get me that guy." Well, I'm sorry it didn't play out that way.
Easy.
We have a good client who trusts us, who likes our work, who pays their bills on time. They don't deserve to be thrown out the door for a wink from American.
I can't believe this.
Anything else?
And I think again that's Don's biggest problem with this is that it's not a sure thing.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's and to give up what up until then has been a very successful and trustworthy and loyal relationship for something that's not a sure thing is not what he does.
Now,
Another excellent piece of set design here.
oh yeah, this is incredible. This is a set. Yeah, it's really incredible. And anybody who's ever been in a New York apartment, Upper East Side apartment or Upper West Side apartment in one of these amazing buildings, you can get the light. And here's the introduction of Pete's brother.
What's the difference?
And I love that this is their response to this. Someone has died. They're trying to figure out what to do.
What is that?
And I know that there was a response to this scene. To me, this is
The elephant in the room.
the elephant in the room is definitely part of it. That belongs to Chris Brown's family, our art director. But to me, it was about how people behave when they're in grief. They literally just start doing these things.
So well-mannered, civic. My father admired...
And this is the end result of Don's advice. Go home and be with your family. And he goes home into this horribly dysfunctional...
Emotionally cut off. Oh, and here is Pete's brother, who I think is
Did you take care of everything?
very well cast.
They do this all the time.
Very good actor.
What?
I took care of it.
And the little pieces of reality that I like, that I love that the actors get a chance to be a part of these things of not hearing each other, not understanding each other. And it also gave me a chance for us to believe that these two guys are having a private conversation in this room, which is always a tough thing on TV.
Crossed your mind?
We weren't going to get that.
You weren't.
What about her money?
We know Pete's had a problem with his father.
The Dykeman Trust isn't as solid as one would hope.
By the way, it is worth mentioning that this whole thing was started because Christopher Allport, the actor who played Pete's father, died in real life. And we had a storyline, and I said, is there a way to...
Totally unexpectedly and tragically.
It was an absolute tragedy.
Tragic accident, but...
it wasn't a matter of exploiting. It was a matter of actually just saying, like, well, let's... It was the inspiration for the story, and I was grateful that we were able to be able to do that.
Boys. Oh. Father called you salt and pepper.
Much like the rap group.
Because you liked to push it.
They are brothers, and you can sell that to the audience very easily.
Hi, Daddy. I made you a ham sandwich.
Oh, that's right. And so Don's had this fantastic day, but Betty is actually entertaining when we get home.
Didn't we just do that?
And it's important this early in the season. We don't know what's happened after Thanksgiving the year before. We know that Betty has come to terms with the fact that he's cheating on her. She's realized that that's behind things on some level. She's admitted that to herself. We know they had some kind of conversation. And I just wanted to sort of keep it bubbling in there. And this was an opportunity. There's Sally making a drink. Memory of some of our childhoods.
I mean, smash it. It'll be nicer on the second one. You did a wonderful...
And we went out of our way to show that Carlton had put on a few pounds. Because if you remember, he had an affair. That was how Francine came and told Betty about that. And now we can see what's progressed in their life.
They're growing like weeds.
That's true. We have the Carruthers girl over to babysit already. Can you believe that?
0 to creepy in 2 lines.
There is it's to me it's amazing though too because you all experience this. There is a camaraderie. Okay, so Don doesn't like this guy, but there's a camaraderie among men, and there is a secret language to some degree, and Don hears it and sort of says like,
Enjoying the story so far, but I have a feeling it's not going to end well.
I think that Francine brings her in to torture me. I mean, everything I do rubs her the wrong way. I got rid of the apartment in the city. I'm taking her to Nassau. There was a pie cooling in the windowsill.
I think the last time we actually saw this man, he was hitting on Helen Bishop at the birthday party.
I think
We've
so,
heard
too.
about him.
Come on, don't be like that.
To Tom Collins.
I love this.
Okay, you don't smash the cherry on that. Just plop it in at the end. Try to keep it in the top of the glass. Gin.
I love the way you deliver that line. I also love this establishment of this relationship between the two of you. You really talk to her like an adult, but it's endearing. It's not like. And here's Peggy bringing the vacuum to the house, and we've been wondering what happened to that baby. And here is this spectacular set.
This is like another one in a series. We've now seen, the Montclair, New Jersey, and the Upper East Side, and now Brooklyn. 3 completely different places all shot on the same stage. So amazingly done.
Yeah, it's incredible. They're like 5 feet from each other. I mean, people. This is one of these things where you see the artistry and the intention of the people who work behind the scenes on the show and what's on the screen. Hair, clothing, casting. Myra here and Audrey, who plays Anita. The toaster on the table, the furniture, everything is of the time or a little earlier. It's not too extravagant. It's not too cherry. And then the photography. Look at the lighting in here. This is like
the fact that most of the frame is taken up. Everything's always intrude on the frame. It's not these wide open, SETI looking fake spaces. They look very real and very lived in.
I got an education too here on how Catholic mothers deal with things as opposed to Jewish mothers. It's very similar. It's really just a chromosome off. But the idea that she would say, although we've all experienced this, we come to see our families finally, and they say, "You never come," and you're like, "I have just come. I am
literally
here."
right here.
It doesn't mean the same thing to me that it means to you.
And we realize that Lizzie's issue with going to church, Peggy's issue with going to church, is a sticking point with her mother, and we realize that these people know what happened to her last year.
But the audience doesn't.
No.
You know she lies and tells people you're out of town.
And of course, let's also give credit to the performances that where we had the ability on the show to point the story in the direction of Peggy's personal life, and for whatever reason or other, and I do attribute it to the actors and the environment, that we believe this was all going on last year. And I guess in my mind, I knew where Peggy was from, but I didn't know that it was this cluttered and detailed. And I think the audience gets to sit there and believe it's the way it's been.
It just adds richness and depth to more people. That's what season 2 does.
And now the card game. Thank God John Hamm knows how to play pinochle because no one else there did.
I hear it's gonna be a row of apartments all up Cedar Lane.
That's a nice kind of, this whole sequence is a nice moment of, when you have a situation like this card game of you, and you're on teams, of how the two teams get along. And Betty's a very good card player, which is, I think, an interesting statement about her.
Yeah, it's true. And January is too, I'm pretty sure. It's that there's a well, I know John is, that's for sure. I do believe that Betty and Don would clean these people's clock. The other thing to me is that, and I know it just comes off like pure remembrance, but this whole thing of the parents having the party and having their domestic conversation and the kids just sitting off to the side there and listening. And then, of course, we have the thematic reality of the show, which is that Betty sees a twinge of dishonesty in her son, and Don can smell that and knows that that's somehow First of all, he's got his own mother issues, and somehow, right, this is directed at him.
Kid loved M&Ms.
As a child, I would have been way more afraid of my father than of going to sleep.
I hated going to sleep when I was a kid.
But I bet you did when you were told.
With a stack of comics and a flashlight.
I don't care what they do when they're up there. Just like a few hours of quiet.
I love that. Chris Palaha channels this guy, and we had a great single on him where, in the strangest times, he would be checking her out.
He is. He drew the most amazing picture of George Washington the other day. His teacher was so impressed.
This was a childhood story of Robin Weith's. She had gotten punished or caught cheating, tracing a drawing.
And I noticed the exact same image of Washington on the cover of one of his books. He had traced it.
It's like for 90% of the world, who cares?
Right, I know.
It's
such
this
a
huge, dishonest thing to her.
It's run on tracing paper.
I love this.
Why reinvent the wheel?
I've got the rest.
And let's and Francine. I mean, Annie Dudek is you get it every time you get a touch of that character. It's just a total 3D person. Her height and her the way she's her look.
It's a great look, and she's a fabulous actress.
I love that. I love the idea that they're having this public argument.
You have anything you want me to take back to the library? Anything you want me to pick up?
No. I have to renew the agony and the ecstasy. It's taking forever.
I should go. I have to work tomorrow.
Busy bee.
And I love this lack of activity.
Good night.
And to me, at this point, what this was really about is whatever the audience is believing. Peggy does not want to be around children.
And family, for a larger sense of it.
Hi, I'm Peggy.
A great shot there too, by the way, to stack them up like that. Dan Bishop built a special bedroom, and then I love this. We talked about this shot with Elizabeth, like what was going to be going on in her mind, and it was defiance. This, to me, this is one of these things. I wrote this scene, and I cannot believe that you guys are not making this up as I'm watching it. It is so
Put on a few.
natural.
I think it's nice he's filled out. It shows he's happy.
I wouldn't say that.
Why not? Did he say something? What did he say?
He's unhappy?
Well, he should be happy.
Okay, maybe he is.
I'm grateful. I'm showering Francine with love after what he put her through.
Look, Bets. I'm not gonna fight. I'll say whatever you think I should say, but I'm not gonna fight with you.
To me, this is great. It's a
Détente.
Yeah, and it's a reference to whatever's been going on. And then, we wrote this thing in, this is on the stage, but I was like, that window, if you can light it, and Chris did a great job on this, Chris Manley, and you get that this is what's going on. She's smoking out there. She dumped the garbage out. She does not want to deal with him. And this is that conversation again. Don had a pretty good day.
That stays with us the whole season.
Yeah.
Until it blows up.
And I love that the kid said he was scared, and Betty made a joke of it. And what this was about to me was not only the two of them being together, but that he obviously really was scared.
Right.
This, to me, this is my experience of death. I mean, not that outfit. That's amazing. Lisa Albert had written this thing in about the dogs, which I loved, and this argument and this last conversation they had. But to me, it's really about when you wake up and you forgot that this is because you slept. You're an animal, and then it just overwhelms you.
Pushed in faces, the labored breathing. He said they were French bulldogs. I said they were Boston Terriers. He was angry about
You
it.
start hearing this right here. It starts with him saying it to Don, but you start hearing this too. People talking about what you should do.
Fighting about facts, my mother calls it. We do it all the time. Argue over something that's actually one thing or another.
Love that shot.
Barney's dogs look like.
Just beige. Kind of like pugs, but with big ears.
Those are French bulldogs.
Really?
Wrong again.
When I woke up, I felt fine for a minute. Then I remembered.
You should be thinking about the good times.
Right.
You should be doing this. You should be doing this.
So they go out a third time, and now the restaurant's even worse. Indian food. But she really likes him. I told you you work for City Hall for the mayor. So what happened?
I need 3 copies. One goes to Mr. Rose.
I love the little downbeats too. That we try not to waste anything on this. And here's Paul doing his best to ignore her. And Joan has a couple of walks in this episode. This is one of them where she demands to be paid attention to.
Or haven't you noticed that after 3 days?
Are you worried about the typewriter? I'm not going to tell anyone. Although you were so brazen, you don't deserve clemency.
What did you say to Sheila?
Who?
Sheila. My girlfriend.
Describe her to me.
Oh my God. I mean, she's...
I know it's first on the list.
Oh my God, I knew you were a lot of things.
I'm not a phony.
You're so proud.
It's so obvious why you're seeing her. A supermarket checkout girl?
And there's truth in what both of them are saying.
Oh, yeah. And the great thing is you've got this relationship under there, which is...
You out there in your
Listen to
poor
her
little
take him
rich
apart.
boy apartment in Newark or wherever. Walking around with your pipe and your beard. Falling in love with that girl just to show how interesting you are. Go ahead. What part is wrong?
God. The eye contact in there too. I mean, it's right. It's two singles. They really feel like they're. This is fairly amazing piece of WASP anthropology for me. Basically,
She's supposed to tell me if she goes anywhere.
seeing how this goes, and Pete really is grieving, obviously, and
When my old man died, I went on a hell of a bender.
here comes Duck, offering
You heard about that.
His father services.
right.
I wish you felt that you could talk to me about it. You should be able to. We're practically family here.
Oh, I don't know, Duck. There's not a lot to say.
No, of course not.
Your old man was in advertising.
One of the interesting things about this scene to me is that you know that Duck is coming in here as a human being, and I think he sees a lot in Pete. We see later in the season he actually promotes him. He's impressed with what he does. I do think he has an ulterior motive, but there's this is I don't think his humanity can be separated, or his attempted humanity can be separated from his desire to get Pete involved in this. Or do you think it's just Machiavellian?
No, I certainly think it's both, but I do think that Duck identifies in Pete somebody he can maybe not control, but at least influence and be on his side, his team.
I don't want you to think I'm being insensitive, but we're going after American Airlines.
I don't want to be insensitive, but can you use your father's death to help us land a big account? See, this to me, from a business standpoint, it doesn't seem that it's that horrifying.
Get everything rolling.
As a human being, it's horrifying. But I do believe that when Duck is talking about his own father and talking about Pete's feelings and talking about how he wished he'd shared it with him, I think he means it.
I think I am uncomfortable.
And I love the fact that Pete has...
I don't think I should do that. It just happened.
Pete's thinking about the propriety of this, but his emotions are there. And I think Duck is disappointed.
I haven't even cried yet.
And again, it gets back to what should I do? What is the
Right.
what is the expected and what is the
It was inappropriate.
appropriate response to this?
Right. Duck realizes that didn't go well, but
And that's, I think, legitimate. I think he's genuinely sorry, and too soon, I think, is the
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the truth. If it wasn't, there wasn't a time pressure on it. Now, we've seen this person before. I hope this is one of these things where I am confident in the audience's ability to understand that means something, even though it's completely out of context. And here we're building in that Lois is not a great secretary. I love your professional shortness with her.
Oh, poor Lois.
I need you to set a meeting. Quiet place, the public. Have a heart-to-heart with Henry Lamont.
Why would I do that?
Because we're cutting him loose. Duck's having a meeting with Shel Keneally from American Airlines tonight. He's letting them know that Mohawk is over.
And that gets us a pitch?
It sends a signal that we're serious.
This is one of the things about the advertising business is they really have to let this business go before they pursue the new business. And I love the way this conversation
And even
goes.
if we don't win this account, we're going to be on a list in the New York Times of big boys pitching for this business.
We have an airline.
When you're in this scene, is this a moral issue or is this about winning at this point? Is it both?
Well, I think obviously Don and Roger have two very different approaches toward business and clients, and this is a number on a ledger sheet to Roger. He does not have to have personal relationships with these people, and Don does. And this represents, it's Roger coming into an office and saying, set this meeting up and explode this relationship. And Don realizes that once he does that, he can't ever go back.
Yeah, this is the shot I was talking about. This is the last thing I added in this script, was that when Pete gets out there and now he realizes he wants to talk to Don again. He wants to talk to his wife. No, he's got it. He doesn't know what he should do. He doesn't know what he should do. And he sees Peggy there. And they know each other. And he can't do that. He can't do that. And so he goes down to see Don at the worst possible time.
Mr. Campbell?
Don, do you have a minute?
What do you want, Campbell?
I just was, I don't know.
It's not a good time.
If you want, you can leave him a note. People do that.
She's great. What a great secretary. I love this walk Vincent does. I also love that thing that where Don says, "Why do I look like an idiot for wanting to be loyal to this guy?" And that to me was the big confusion about the episode. There is a moral center in there, and it is about clients and people and propriety and here Joan is a victim of revenge.
Good night, Joan.
That Xerox machine's already causing problems. Paul has struck at the meanest thing he could. He's put her driver's license up there with her age on it.
Did you see who did this? No. I never would have guessed you were in your 30s.
People should not bring their personal problems into the office.
This is one of these great things to me where you look at these two actors together. Do you ever get tired of this? I don't. And they're both talking about two exact opposite things, or two personal things that overlap.
I say let them have it.
This set we built, which is incredible. It was a Japanese restaurant, which we heard were opening then, even though they were mostly run by Chinese people. So you'll see Chinese waitress, Chinese dress. And we cast this gentleman because I sort of felt like this was a good sort of fatherly echo for Don.
It reminds me of Pearl Harbor. For many reasons.
And everybody knows what's going to happen.
You think you're not going to have to say it?
Sterling Cooper has decided to end its relationship with Mohawk Airlines.
Sterling Cooper?
I'm sorry. Wasn't my
You did this thing here with your drink that reminded me of the pilot.
You know, when we came in there, they all...
When Rachel's giving him a hard time, this sort of... It's a tell.
And that talk you gave me about us growing together, you said Sterling Cooper didn't need a big airline. You were going to make it.
I think this is the crux of the problem for Don, is that this is his word, this is his relationship, and it's
I wish things hadn't worked out this way.
It's not his decision.
The thing that I love is that
I'm almost embarrassed to say this.
it's painful for him already, and now this guy really just sticks a knife in his heart.
You fooled me.
Look at that.
Stockholders weren't remotely impressed with firing our head of ops. So this agency change, well, that's
Here we're going to get Pete's moment of truth. It's another thing where Pete comes in here. He's decided to do this. You'll see Duck is surprised that he's there, but relieved, and then he performs. And I love what he says too, which is
Pete.
He says, "I think." What's he say? I think maybe something good can come of this. I think he really means that.
Shell, this is Pete Campbell. I don't think he's our best. I think he's the best.
I got a lot of feedback from account people about this episode who felt that it was
Telling my buddy Shell here.
unorthodox, that this is how this worked, but that it made perfect sense, and that emotionally, this is the complexity of their job. And creative people who reiterated, as they always do, that there is no complexity to the account job.
It's true. We've got writers bucking the gate. I've already got a stack of ideas on my desk that I think you'd love to see.
We understand how delicate the process of rebuilding the public's confidence will be.
Not just the public, our stockholders.
Well, I want you to know that should you decide to bring us your business, there will be someone on your account who knows exactly what you're going through. My father was on that plane.
My goodness.
That is a tremendous reaction. That's the first actually normal reaction we've seen in the show.
Yes, well...
That's right? Would you agree?
It's a horrible thing. Hopefully something good will come of it.
That is something I will pass on.
Should we grab a bite?
Check, please. Love this. I love the isolation of Pete in this shot. A little tiny creep in there. You know, I had this song and this woman coming towards me in my mind and kind of built the episode around this. You remember Betty coming down the steps in episode 1. There's this, and Joy will later do that in California. There's this experience Don has of seeing this coming towards him. Of, is this a reality or not? It's their slow motion and music and...
I'm not your waitress. Are you all set here?
Excuse me?
You've been sitting alone a long time.
This is a guy he's a creative guy, and he thinks in images, and he thinks in you know, sort of cinematically in many ways, and has been sitting there sort of stewing about all this, and I think that's what this sort of environment and this mood comes out of, in this very not so subtle proposition that he turns down.
And he turns it down. We talked about this. A lot of the beginning of this was him. He's trying to be good. He has. I think he's made a promise to Betty, whether explicitly or not, that he's going to try and hold it together. But also, I think that he, in some way, he's, at least the way you did it, I assume he's not in the mood. Although I'm mystified by that. I just love this. And this is Andrew Bernstein's shot here. This and Chris Manley. This idea of taking us to the church.
Domine nomsum dignus ut in tre subtectum meum sed tantum dic verbo et sanibatur anima mea.
Latin Mass.
Right. I was hoping people would get a kick out of that, or at least get some time travel out of it.
Nomsum dignus ut in tre subtectum meum sed tantum dic verbo et sanibatur anima mea. Domine nomsum dignus ut in tre subtectum meum sed tantum dic verbo et sanibatur anima mea. Domine nomsum dignus ut in tre subtectum meum sed tantum dic verbo et sanibatur anima mea.
She showed up in church for her mother. We know that.
You know, we're getting back to the larger theme of this, which is family and community and propriety, and you know, this is when you get up and take communion, and if you have not confessed, you are not allowed to go to communion. It's a big deal in the Catholic Church, and
it's on the honor system, but people do it.
People do it, and Peggy has not confessed and is not taking communion. And there's a big thing she has to confess. What could it be?
I love her body language with this baby.
Just couldn't be less comfortable with it. And the way she's getting more and more comfortable at work and getting less and less comfortable in this community that she's from is not only Catholic, but Brooklyn and her family and the choices she's made.
Yeah. It's a pretty good one.
Yes, indeed. What's this music?
This is this amazing song they found for the party. I think it's called, oh God, I can't remember what it is. But it's a really 1961 soul song.
We may never intend to do wrong.
It's so strange. The music can tell the story about the world changing. It's just incredible how this music just becomes more and more popular in the mainstream, and the recordings are incredible when you hear them.